Good morning, everybody, and welcome to NADA Live. I'm Jonathan Colleggio with NADA. We're here joined by the 2017 NADA Chairman, Mark Scarpelli, and 2017 Convention Chairman, Richard Stevens. There's a lot of buzz at the show this year. Mark, tell us about, actually, Richard, why don't you tell us about what's going on, the exhibition space, the number of exhibitors, so on and so forth.
You know, we've got a tremendous show this year. We've got a record 700,000 square feet of exhibition space, 557 exhibitors here. For the first time ever, we've got a Chinese car company here to talk to dealers.
That's incredible, and the dealers really love coming to Vegas. It's always a little bit bigger in Vegas than it is in our other locations, right?
It is. This is our biggest attended show. We've got over 24,000 people here now.
That's incredible. So 2017, of course, was NADA 100, celebrating 100 years of NADA. That was a huge show, but this one is even bigger. Mark, tell us about your year as chairman in 2017 and what we can expect later today at the show.
You know what, Richard alluded to the fact we had a delegation that actually went to Shanghai and asked Chinese car companies to come. The fruits of our labor have paid off. We have the first ever Chinese car company here at our show, traveling across the globe and across America, getting to meet thousands of automobile dealers. I'll tell you, Jonathan, it's inspiring to talk to American dealers, their dealer spirit, the drive that they have. The American consumer has a friend in the auto dealers, I'll tell you that.
Now, I'm glad you mentioned that, because a lot of people, when they think of NADA, they think of kind of legislative, what's going on in Washington, D.C. Talk about the legislative and regulatory accomplishments for 2017.
You know what? It's been a busy year. We talked about the AV legislation, making sure that those autonomous vehicles that are on the road today are consumer friendly, both from an affordability perspective as well as from a safety perspective. We have a ways to go, as we all know, but at some point we're going to make sure that that car or truck is right for American streets. We also were on the steps of Capitol Hill talking about tax legislation, making sure that estate tax and LIFO and advertising deductibility, floor plan deductibility, were all right for American business owners, particularly automobile dealers, who frankly are small business owners. A lot of mom and pop stuff. I'm a second generation automobile dealer. We employ over 300 people at our dealerships. Very proud. Some of these laws would have unintended consequences, meaning that it could have put us out of business or put us in a behind the eight ball, if you will, from a tax perspective. Not good. So in our role, that's what we do. We're the voice of the American car dealer.
So that's great. I mean, you talked about unintended consequences. Also on the industry relations side, that was a huge theme of your chairmanship. You wrote an op-ed in Automotive News talking about different types of unintended consequences. Can you talk about those?
You know what, I sure did. At the end of the day, we all want to sell these great products that we have, cars and trucks, and they're wonderful. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure that OEMs as well as car dealers are walking down the same path. And some of the incentive programs don't take that into account. So the voice and the conversation that I started this year while I was chairman, to go and talk to manufacturers and talk about some of the downside or unintended consequences, as you said, to OEMs. And I've got to tell you, many manufacturers listen. They're our partners. We love their products. And we need to be in the same conversation. And it was very good, I will tell you. Indeed.
Automotive Industry Event of the Year, there are 22 make meetings. So manufacturers of 22 different makes are going to be here. Right. And you're going to be the MC kind of the convention programming. Are you excited?
Oh, I am. We've got a great lineup of speakers. We've got Nick Saban here today, along with Mark giving his remarks. Tomorrow we've got John Krafchick from Waymo, Mike Jackson from Auto Nation, and our incoming chairman, Wes Lutz, will be taking over as well. Then on Sunday, we're supporting the troops. We've got airmen coming from Nellis Air Force Base, which is very nearby, and we're going to have a special presentation for them as well.
Very, very good. Mark, can you tell us about, you're going to give us a little preview of your speech later on today?
You know what? I really don't want to tell you everything, but it's gonna be great. It's a recap of this year and, frankly, what's coming at us for our legislative perspective and some of the things that are going on in our industry. I hope you all attend. It's going to be streamed live on NADA Live, and looking forward to it this afternoon as well.
Thank you for plugging the live streaming. Again, this is the NADA Live stage. We're going to be live streaming all of this program throughout the next 3 days on our Facebook channel, so make sure and stay tuned. And thank you for joining NADA Live.